The element of water. Meditations-Attunements with water. Water accompanies us everywhere. Without water, no organic life is possible. Water is the basis for metabolic processes in human and all other organisms. It is used for the delivery and distribution of all the substances the body needs, as well as the removal of all unnecessary substances from the body. About 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered by water. Even the air we breathe contains water. And clouds are the result of water vapor condensing in the atmosphere. Water plays an important role in shaping the planetary climate. But that's not all. Water can play a role as a tool for the spiritual perfecting of people. In many spiritual traditions, water is one of the important symbols that people use to describe God, the spiritual phenomena, and the qualities that need to be developed in order to achieve the perfection. For example, universal God can be likened to an ocean. Pranava is a meditation that, when correctly performed, creates a flow of divine energy, which is similar to the movement of water in a river. In this way, God helps His students to gain their first experience of contact and emergence with Himself. And it is also a wonderful method for the purification of body and refinement of soul. Life is like a river. It is always flowing, renewing and changing. You can't go back in time to change something, just like you can't enter the same river twice. Water seeks harmony and therefore flows around obstacles. Water also symbolizes resourcefulness and determination, and it is always looking for a way out and a new way to keep going. Water tends to be lower than everyone and everything else, but gives life to all organisms. In this way, it represents humility and modesty, which are important to cultivate in ourselves. Furthermore, do we remember the saying, "Water erodes stone"? Patience and perseverance will lead us to our desired goal. In this series of videos, we will tell you how you can meditate by lakes, rivers, and seas. Meditating by a lake. Let's imagine that we are standing by a lake. Breathe in the clean and fresh air. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Transfer the concentration of the consciousness into the area of the spiritual heart, in the Anahata chakra. Let me remind you that in its opened state, this chakra occupies the entire chest, from the clavicles to the border with the solar plexus. Let us feel the nature around us, its harmony and its silence. Silence is filled with the sounds of wildlife. Note that feelings become richer and more intense. When we perceive the world around us from our spiritual hearts. Sounds of nature then penetrate the soul, tuning the soul like tuning forks to harmony. When does the soul sings? It is when the soul aspires to feel with its love all the observable space around. And what does water sound like? Let's listen. Touch the surface of the water in the lake with the hands of the spiritual heart. Let's touch it with our palms. Try to catch those feelings which arise from contact with the surface of the water. Stroke the surface of the lake with tenderness and caress. Let us try to reach the other shore with our immaterial anahata hands. The development of the spiritual heart takes place, among other ways, through such simple techniques as gently touching and stroking other beings and things with our hands. After all, spiritual hearts grow between our hands. We can feel our love on the fingertips of our hands. The mist swirls over the water, mesmerizing us with its beauty. It plunges us deeper and deeper into the harmony of nature. And now, let's hold the whole lake in our big hands, like a huge bowl, together with all its inhabitants, fish, dogs, plants. Do it gently, with love. Now, let's plunge with the entirety of our self-souls into the freshness and purity of the lake water. This lake has a very nice, gentle entrance to the water with a sandy bottom. we start gradually, taking our time to enter the transparency of the water. As we dive into the water, we feel the purity of the water penetrating our bodies, filling them with its freshness, purifying them, washing everything out of our bodies that doesn't correspond to its purity. We enter the water up to our collarbones. When the body becomes identical in its purity to the transparency of the water, the feeling of the body's borders seems to melt away, and only the sensation of the element of water with its gentle swaying remains. The same principle applies to merging with God. When we, the souls, become identical to Him, His subtlety, His love, then we easily dissolve in Him, becoming His inseparable parts. By learning to merge with harmonious phenomena in nature, we gradually become paradise-cycle souls, and the distance between the paradise cycle and divine states, it's only one step long. So it is important to learn to stay steadily in the paradise cycle states. And this will take time and effort.